The internet is packed with useful data, but unfortunately that data is often buried deep within a mountain of complex HTML. The term data mining is the perfect metaphor because you literally have to dig through a bunch of useless, dirty markup to extract the precious, raw data you're looking for. But first, there's a big problem. The barrier for entry into web scraping is higher than ever. Gone are the days of simple scripts and easy-to-scrape sites replaced by JavaScript web apps and readily available Antibit tech everywhere. Plus a whole new enemy, AI. If you're not living under a rock, every guru, their uncle, and their entire clan has been bursting our eardrums on how AI will take our jobs. Even in web scraping, no one is safe. I've scraped millions of lines of data using many different technologies and methods, and I want to share my thoughts about modern web scraping, what works, what doesn't, how you can still be effective in extracting data from the web, and why AI isn't the answer you so desperately want it to be, and how it's potentially detrimental to the industry. Selenium, Playwright, and basic requests with just headers were fantastic, but now they are irrelevant. Modern websites have introduced a new way to detect bots, which is TLS fingerprinting. The amount of data a website can get about you from your browser is just staggering. Extensions that you've installed, what fonts you use, where you're based, the way that it renders things, all this allows a profile to be built up about you. These are the top picks that make all those problems obsolete. For HTTP requests, use curl CFFI, Rust-based RNet client, HTTPX, and Scrapy with Scrappy Impersonate. These can make async HTTP requests with a TLS fingerprint that matches a common browser. For actual browser automation, I recommend these: Camofox, Selenium driverless, no driver, PatchWrite, and Scrapling, which is a combination of some of these but packed into one. These are modern browser automation libraries that have much more stealth capabilities. Heavy JavaScript websites usually send requests from the backend servers to be displayed in the front end. This is fantastic because now we can reverse engineer the requests and use their private APIs to request data ourselves, which in most cases return a well-structured JSON data. Not all that display the private APIs, but they hide the JSON in the HTML with a tag, like $next_data_. Or you can search in the HTML application LD plus JSON. Structured JSON is easier to process and always has more data fields than just the HTML tags data. While AI is often hyped as a solution, it primarily helps with boilerplate code or monitoring. It cannot solve the core scaling and blocking issues. In fact, AI is now being used against scrapers through systems like Cloudflare's AI Labyrinth, which wastes crawlers' resources. I've also made a community where I share ready-made scripts for some of these websites, like scraping Reddit, Instagram, Facebook ads, library, and a ton of others. You can get most of them for free if you join the membership. Link in the description. Thank you for your support.